franchise that spans almost a century long now that has churned out about 12 films and one really great game. If you've never heard of it, you're about to. This is, and I'm serious about this title, this is the legit title, Peter Jackson's King Kong, the official game of the movie. Don't go away. King Kong the game, you'll often get to take control of two perspectives. Now, the main is Jack Driscoll. You'll mostly be playing as him, but for the odd mission, you'll get to play as the gorilla himself, King Kong. But let's take a look at the first perspective first. Story-wise, the game pretty much goes according to the 2005 release of King Kong the film. There are a few differences, of course. In the game, they make Carl look a lot more one-dimensional than I would have liked, and that's kind of a small thing. A lot of the side characters, like Preston, don't get too much time in the game, but that's all really small stuff. Now, while exploring your way around Skull Island, keeping your teammates safe, following the rampant carnage, screams of Van, and the mega-ass footsteps that trail Kong, you'll mainly find yourself solving very small puzzles that often involve, where is the wooden key to this door? Or we need to acquire fire to get past this spiky foliage.
Get the fire, Jimmy.
Find some fire. Okay. All we need now is a lever. We can get
but more importantly, you'll also be partaking in some really cool action sequences.
Tail shot. Roasted. Oh shit. Oh, the blast back. BrokenNecks.com.
It's okay. I got enough magazines.
For your choice of weapons, you get to handle either the sniper, handgun, shotgun.
Okay, let's just get some laterals in. Very efficient.
Or the Tommy gun.
Yeah, that is actually a lot of dudes.
But in a cool feature, you'll also get the addition of spears. There are regular, built spears that do the most damage, and you also have weaker versions of those that are pretty much bones, and they come from bone piles. You can also retrieve these spears after they've been thrown, but they aren't infinite, as they will break if you overuse them.
And a stick broke. Piece of shit.
One of the cool features that I think often get overlooked when people talk about this game is the feature of swapping weapons. Not with yourself, but with other teammates. If you want Hayes' sniper because he picked out of the box and you picked the shotgun, just ask him for it. He'll throw it over to you.
You know what I can do, actually?
Hayes! I gotta reload.
That's one down. Hayes.
That feature's so cool, swapping weapons.
When you do have teammates, the idea of team play is really strong, and that's more focused on, especially in that one area where it's pretty much like a tower defender, and you just have waves of these velociraptors running at you.
Okay, didn't hear that one. Jimmy's getting dragged off. I'm getting dragged off.
That's okay. I got enough magazines.
Damn, they're actually destroying our team right now.
The level design is great. Even though you don't have a huge variety of things to do, it's either, throwing spears or shooting or solving a little puzzle. The level design always has a different route or experience to get you to the end. On the Kong side of things, I will say the controls of him running around and climbing some, vines or whatever you want to call it, this mountain, are a bit chunky, but it's all thrown out of the window when you realize how awesome these boss fights are.
Yo, 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 what's up, bitches? Boom! You get away from her, man. Damn, this kid's going for the combo meal. Okay, turn around, back it up, boom! That's a lot of weight. Oh, the slap. We going for the same plan. Boom, this kid's getting crunked. His teammates have to tag him in.
Other than that, there's not a huge amount of stuff you'll be doing with Kong. You will reunite with Anne, and she can utilize some fire burning technologies to burn down blockades and stuff, which is a little bit different from what you're used to, but playing as Kong, you'll mostly just be hyped to go, oh my god, when do I get to do some WWE throw around shit? This kid's dangling. Shit! I'm getting embarrassed on ice, Mom. I can't even climb.
Oh shit! From the top rope! Holy fuck! They said it couldn't be done! In the waterfall! Make them drink that water! Boom!
Presentation is really rich in this game. A lot of the moments can just be, you can take a minute to wind down and just realize how awesome this is. And I'm going to re-highlight the atmosphere once I get past this next loading screen and we're inside that little like hut fireplace.
Let's go.
Check out
And
this.
stay alert. I have no idea what it's like, but I think it isn't far away.
That's pretty sweet.
Pretty chill, huh?
The sound effects play a rather larger role than you would think. You see, by default you have no HUD, which means in order to obtain the information of how much ammo you have to listen for an audio cue. This is such a unique feature that adds a whole lot to immersion, and it's honestly one of my favorite things in the game.
4 bullets on backup.
Howdy.
Jaw treatment.
Oh no,
Am I out of bullets?
nothing left.
That's tough. That's tough. I could be completely camped here. Voice acting sound familiar?
Now? You want to start filming now?
Well, it should be. Every main actor that was in the movie actually came in to do the voice acting for the game.
Impressive.
This really helps with it being a game of a movie. I mean, I'm sure other voice actors could do a decent job at replicating their voices, but it's very rare to get it perfect. Having the original actors of the movie agree to the game edition is not always a resource some game developers have, but you can tell it makes a good difference here.
Have you seen Jimmy and the others?
No, nothing.
What up,
They must have
Moms?
landed further down.
Okay, keep searching. They can't be far.
As far as music score goes, the guy who did the music for this game, Chance Thomas, not only worked in King Kong the Game, but also another fan favorite of mine, Lord of the Rings The Two Towers, did an amazing job. Unless it's from The Witcher 3, I rarely remember any soundtrack behind an action scene because usually the soundtrack is taking a much more back burner role, and the player is almost always more focused on the action at hand. But somehow the action music does have a decently big role here.
Hang on, Carl!
Damn, he like DC'd, man. Thought that sounded like it was behind me. A lot of the small presentation things I noticed actually add up a lot. The reload animation on guns look really nice. The animation of finishing off a T-Rex in boss fights seems powerful in the moment.
Sweet dream.
The slow-mo on Kong when charged up is
He
great.
let me go into RKO mode. Oh, it's done now. I mean, this is literally OP, man. I didn't even mean to go up here, but I'm just doing double.
And one of my favorite features in the entire game, getting injured. I created an actual wall of fire and some kid tanked his way through. In the majority of games, getting injured pretty much rolls down to some sort of red effect on screen and also some grunt pains somewhere. But in King Kong, every time you get hit or on the brink of death, you're greeted by, well, all of that, except there's also an added bonus of a great soundtrack that adds so much to an injured screen.
Out of nowhere.
Piece of shit.
That sounded really good.
And I'm not gonna sit here and lie, this game is one of my favorite of all time. We're talking top 10 here, which is an incredible feat after all the games I've played. The main menu on this game is amazing. Watching the Venture rock back and forth on these soft waves that you can hear. You can see Skull Island in the back, and on top of this is backed by a beautiful soundtrack that you may recognize as also the soundtrack from Getting Injured. Impressively, the menu is one of the most memorable things of this game. Level by level, King Kong the game will not overly impress you, but as a whole package from start to finish, this game is extremely outstanding. The last thing I would like to point out is, surprisingly, another menu. I absolutely love it when developers take time to put character into their main menu or loading menu because it doesn't always have to be a static screen. In King Kong the game, when loading into a new area, you'll be greeted by a screen like this.
Almost dry.
Now, I personally love this for two main reasons. One, they incorporate the map of Skull Island from the movie, which is really cool. And second, it's just the way it's styled and the way it's shot and the way it's cut together is really nice. And it's like you could have easily had just like a blank menu for a loading screen, but you know, they took the time and made it something better. In fact, while checking out other versions of the game on PS2 and Xbox and stuff to see if there's any differences I could report back on in this review, I noticed on the Xbox edition of King Kong the game, the loading screen looks like this.
Pretty sad, really.
Why would they make it like that? I'm not too sure, because the loading screens are amazing.
To the lair.
So overall, if you boil all the numbers down, you're looking at a solid 9.3 out of 10. King Kong the game I feel like wasn't really well known when released, but in recent years, I think I've seen more traction on the game and more videos surface about the game, which is just music to my ears. So that's it. Peter Jackson's King Kong, the official game of the movie, is done. Beauty has killed the beast, and will there be a remake? Please. It's highly unlikely. It's extremely more unlikely to do a sequel. How would you even do a sequel? I don't know what the story would be there. That's why I'm saying more likely with a remake. But I don't know. But for now, I'm your host, Planet Entertainment, and I hope you enjoy this review. Peace. I don't think I was supposed to bring fire in here.
Three magazines on backup.
Man, this is still
That's
lit.
one down. A lever.
Eat shit.
God. They must be afraid of the fire.
Oh! Right on the tail. Again. Thank you for sticking around to the end of the video. If you want to support my channel, make sure to like and subscribe for future videos. I cover all areas of entertainment, from books to movies, TV shows, and games, all the above. And if you're really dedicated, I do have my Patreon links in the description. Anything that's donated to my channel in any way necessary, half of it is going back to charity because it's the least I can do. So hopefully you enjoyed the video and have a great day. Peace.